All right, now I'm going to teach you how to throw a cast net. Some people can't, and if you don't have the right information on how to like put it in your hands, it's kind of hard. It took me a long time to figure it out. But Chris Souders, he's like a professional, fisherman, whatever, from Oak Hill. He's got some videos, and this is kind of what I learned. Okay. I use an 8-footer radius. It's 16-foot diameter. Disclaimer, this is not legal in the state of Ohio. If you get caught doing this with a big net like that, sorry, but just don't get caught. So when you buy a cast net, the first thing you want to do is you want to take some like water out of the shower, hot water, put it in a cooler, put some fabric softener in there. You can do it in a bucket, whatever, and let it soak, because when they come out of the box, they're stiff, and it's called, seasoning the cast net or stretching it out, whatever. Once it soaks in there for a couple hours, you can hang it up straight like that, and it'll stretch your net out, and it'll be nice and flexible and easy to throw. So you get your cuff, put your cuff on. If you're right-handed, you want to put it on your right hand. So you want to load it up, fairly small coils, like so. And this is all tangled up. Alright, got the rope untangled. If you're right-handed, put it on your right hand, your cuff, okay? You want to make fairly small loops all the way up. Again, this has, I think, 25 feet of line on it. I'm not sure how much all of them do, but this is going to be your last grab. Right here's the swivel. You want to grab it right here. And you're going to grab the horn. Make sure it's not twisted like this. And make sure that's straight. And I'd leave this right here. Leave that little bit right there and grab it. This is a big net. I grab it probably 18 to 20 inches down. Everything lays over the back of your hand like that. Everything. So if you grab the net, you can't have it like that. It's got to go over the back of your hand. This is a big net, so I'm going to straighten it out. Come down here about to my hip. Grab it. Okay. You're going to make a loop right there and grab that. So all that slack you just grabbed goes over the back of your hand. Now on these big nets, you got to grab all this shit down here 2 or 3 times. Okay? So this one is a big heavy net. So you want to fan this out. And the first thing, you want to make sure the lead line is not tangled. If this is tangled up, it will not open. Or you'll get half a pancake, but you want a whole pancake. So these big ones like this, you want to grab right here and grab a little bit of weight, okay? And then that's going to lay on the back of your hand too, and you're going to pinch it with your thumb. So everything's on the back side of my hand, in between my thumb. Okay, so you have 2 lines right here. The one closest to you, you want to come all the way down to the bottom, grab that sinker, and lay that line on the back of your hand like that. Not on the front, but on the back like so. Pinch that in your thumb. Now you only have to do that once, but I do it twice. The same thing, you'll have these 2 lines right here. Come down here and grab it again. And the same thing. Turn it inside out and lay it on the back of your hand. So when you're ready to throw, that's what it should look like. Now before you're ready to throw, come down here and grab it one more time. And you're going to hold this in your thumb for just a hair longer whenever you throw it. But whenever you throw it, you don't want to come out here and throw it like a baseball, okay? You're swinging all this weight, and that's going to open up. That's going to open up all your weight. So whenever you come out, you just want to swing it. And swing it out and up. And let it go. Then let it sink down for a minute and then pull it in. You don't want to do that. You just want to ease it in. okay? And while you're pulling it in, you start reloading it. Just the same way as you did throw it, okay? And that's when you get your shad and dump them in the bucket or on the dock or whatever. So the same thing. Grab it here, leave a little bit of line here, about 18, 20 inches down. Grab it at your hip again, pull that up, lay it on the back of your hand, grab that, fan out about a third of the weights, like so. Lay that on the back of your hand. Grab that, lay that on the back of your hand. Now this is a big net, so you gotta do this twice. A little one, you don't even have to load it up like that at all. You can just grab it by the horn, grab the lines, and throw it. So this is a swinging motion. And then you'll have a pancake like that almost every time. Alright, so you just learned how to throw a pretty big net. Now, you need to load it up like that, where I grabbed it and did that and fan these weights out like that, okay? Really, once you get like a 7-foot net, you have to do that, or they're pretty hard to throw, or they won't open. A 5-foot net, or a little one like this, I think this one is like 3.5. Same thing, just put the coils in your hand, but the difference is you can grab these right here, grab your lead line one time, lay that on the back of your thumb, then you're ready to throw. Just fan it out and let it rip. And these little nets, they're great, you know, if you're on the shad, or if you're in really shallow water and you don't care, you know, to lose a big net. This is pretty cheap. I like to use these where it's really shallow and there's a lot of rocks in there. Yeah, just load it up like that. And you can, up to about a 5 or 6 footer, you can do that without loading that up. You're doing all this mess right here. This is called fanning the net, and you don't have to do that with these little ones. You can just grab them, lay one line up over your hand, and keep swinging it. So yeah, if you do it like that, you should get a pretty good circle about every time. The other thing I was going to say, whenever you buy a net and you season it, put it in the hot water and a fabric softener and all that, these things do not come trimmed from the factory, okay? So you got your braille line, but where it connects, where it's tied off right there, there'll be a little tag sticking up, maybe like a 1/2 inch. You need to take some scissors or nail clippers and cut the tags off of that, okay? These little pieces of line right there on the knots where it connects to your lead line are about that long. And what happens, that'll get wrapped up and caught in your mesh, and then you'll be tangled up and wrapped up and everything. So you got to go all the way around it and cut those off. So the best thing to do is just throw it out here in a pancake like that and just go around and do it. If you don't do that, you're going to be it's going to be a hassle. It's going to get tangled up damn near every time. So I didn't know that for a long time, and I watched a video and the guy said to do that, and it's made a world of difference.